Well, I've had to order some brand new monitors to the office, which this one's not coming out. I've had that one over there ordered. There we go. Knew that was going to happen. You were going to drop something. That was the power brick. I tell you what, I love these MSI monitors. They're so easy to set up and be prepared. Take that out. Grab this jiggy. That goes in like that. And clicks into place. That comes in like that, which then goes like that. And then we've got ourselves a monitor, and this is going to go in the spare station over there. So each PC now has a monitor, because before they didn't. So I've just got these in. Now I just need to get this power brick set up. Spare HDMI lead, and then everything else is now done. Perfect. Now we can try and copy some customers' data. Okay, so this has finally just arrived. I've been waiting all day for it. It's now 5:16, and this is what I've been waiting for, because in here is what's known as Nimbot. It's a label printer. So it's not too much, but as you can see, labels there. Let me just open this up. So you get labels like this. Most likely I can actually request some more, which should be good. Hopefully not. So I think we do that. Place sticker facing down. I don't actually know. Maybe that. I'm going to have to read the instructions to make sure everything's okay, but if this works, the plan is this connects to your phone and you connect to your printer. You find it here, there you go, connected, and then what I can then do is update the firmware. So I'll update the firmware, and then we can print out some labels. Now these labels should be, because of pat testing, I find writing on them with a pen gets really awkward, whereas this should be a little bit better. I'm just going to make sure that I have done this correctly. Slide the paper guide to both sides. Yep. Then place the label with the printing side facing down between the guides. And adjust the guide to secure the paper. So it does that. You need that one? I don't know. I'm hoping it's like that. That's what I'm hoping it is. Label paper roll, yeah. Perfect. So let's reconnect back over to the printer again. Of course. Yep. Retry. Perfect. So now if I go into label installed, use. So if I now go to template, what I'm hoping is I have got some templates saved. I don't know if this is the correct label. Use it. There we go. So if I try this one, so this is a failed one. Let's see what happens when I print this out. And it should do that. Perfect. That now means I can take off that. I now have a pat test label that I can stick onto a device after doing whatever I need to do. It's got the date from where I've just done it, so this was for yesterday's date, or today's date, so we can literally go pat test failed, done. So perfect, that's exactly what I wanted. And I also have one for, so we'll save that one. Also have one for past as well. I will use that as well, so detect the size of the label, which is perfect. So what I can do is, for example, if I pat tested something, I just go into here, change the reference for this, which is what's at the very top there, and then I can stick that on a device and just go, there we go, pat test done. That is so much better. So of course I've just realised I have got a PC to shut down, which is this one over here, and this one doesn't currently have a mouse connected to it, so you'll have to do it the other way. Shut it down at the back. But the new monitors are perfect in this office, which is superb. And that label printer will really help out, because trying to write labels when you're trying to come up with things, really difficult. So fingers crossed it can work from there. Let me just make sure everything else is switched off, and we should be ready to head home. I know today's just been manic of other things and dealing with support tickets and invoices and everything else. So yeah, right. One thing I do need to do before I go home is verify I have everything I need for going to a customer's house, because I have got 2 customer call outs tomorrow. Actually, I've got 3 all in one day. So I need to make sure I have got business cards, because my business cards are low. So I'll grab some extra business cards, stick them into my box. I have the label printer in here just in case, which is what I need, because I need to take that for Wednesday, so I'll keep that in this box. What else do I need? I always try and remember exactly what I need, and I struggle with it every single time. That one needs to go over to here for that to be sorted out as well, so that goes over there for that to be done. Yeah, okay, so got that. Tools, that's what I was looking for. Tool set of some sort, screwdrivers, whatnot, need that. So I'll put that in there, that there, and we can go from there. Now this box is ready as a go box tomorrow morning, which will sit just there, and then go from that point. We'll put that over there because it's needed, then we can go from there. Well, I've come back home. I've gone through dinner, which was pasta and mushrooms and something else. Really lovely dinner. And I've just been working like no tomorrow, just trying to get other things sorted. Also look through a potential contract, which is too far out of scope for me. Way too far out of scope. We need a team of about 15, 20 people just to be able to do it. They would be able to pay for it, but no, it's too far out of scope for me. So I've let the person know based on what I can go through. And yeah, but also I've been updating the Betsy bot system as well on the website. So if you go to eddieslife247.co.uk/betsy.html, you'll go to this page here. If you do /Betsy, by the way, it does redirect you to the right page, so don't worry about it if you press the wrong one. But you can see the leaderboards, you can go to the shop, which allows you to have reward redemption, including, for example, a shout out in the vlog, or something else. Even when I'm live, there's some extra rewards that come up on the shop as well, which you only see when I'm live, just to make things a little bit more interesting. There's a whole load of other things coming to it just to make life a little bit easier. I'm basically trying to grow this community to be as best as it possibly can do, using a service like a bot to make things more easier. And I've called it Betsy because, well, I have Betsy. She's in the crate, and, you know, let's use my pets as a bot to manage the systems in the background, as well as, you know, do all the everything else. Right, I think that is me all caught up. And well, now Betsy has been fully updated with the new updates to the website. Oh my word, have you seen those streaks? Bear with me. And now Betsy has fully been updated, and of course you can check it all out over at eddieslife247.co.uk, and then click on the Betsy tab and you'll get brought over. There's a big information page to explain exactly what Betsy is and where it came from, why I decided to come up with this bot. And it's not the dog, but we kind of pretend it is the dog. Betsy and Bruno are in there. Bruno is the music bot. Betsy is my community bot, you know. But anyway, I'm just gonna let the dogs do their business, and then it's time that we go.